It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with their opponents. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. On first down, Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On third down, Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So a tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They run with Sanders off the option, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they saw some time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Eagles on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return, here's Agnew. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
eluding the pressure right. Right side, it's Manhertz, the tight end. And touchdown! Chris Manhertz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Thunderbirds are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dallas got it. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. To return, here's Agnew. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Davion Taylor came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Lawrence trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw? And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way down to the 26. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. On the run, it's Robinson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They go play action with Lawrence. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. Touchdown! Laviska Shenault, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Thunderbirds are back within a score. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
A good push there from that offensive line as Sanders able to take that forward for a gain of about 6 on first down.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now this throw caught left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On first down, Sanders. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They go play action with Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. And he whips that one incomplete there.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dwayne Smoot able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The kick by Elliott is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
To return, here's Agnew. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Flushed out, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Fielded at the 20. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. It got his man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Hurts on the option right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On first down, Hurts going deep here for Watkins. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second and 7. 10-yard line.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And he's brought down. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Sanders is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Hurts will throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return, here's Agnew. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thing? All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
They'll get this right back to Rager. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. They'll go option to the short side, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. To return, here's Agnew. And able to get this out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll run it now with Robinson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 13 yards remaining on second down. Play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Lawrence. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 11.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Flushed out right. There's Manhurts, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Lawrence now off the bootleg. Finding some room at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Eagles, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for